This, his final resting place, is only 40 kilometers from the small village of Saint-Remy de Provence, where he was born in the year 1503. His ancestry was Jewish, but his immediate family had converted to Christianity. Although his father was a doctor, they led a simple life in this small house, nestling in the shadow of the church. His grandfather, also a doctor, began to educate him at an early age in medicine and the classics, but more significantly, in the ancient science of the stars, astrology. With this rich heritage of learning behind him, Nostradamus moved to the world-famous university city of Montpellier, where he studied medicine at the academy. Here, he amazed his fellow students and teachers with his lectures on astrology. He expounded that the Earth was round, revolving around the sun, 100 years before Galileo. The plague, the dreaded curse of the 16th century, spread across Europe. And Nostradamus, when he graduated as a doctor at the age of 22, threw himself into the struggle against it. Oddly enough, he was most successful in combating the plague with a simple, yet unorthodox cure of clean air and unpolluted water. He achieved amazing results with what we now know to be common sense, and his fame as a healer soon spread, and afflicted towns from all over Europe sent for him. But his own wife and 2 daughters he could not save. After they died, Nostradamus was left alone and wandered aimlessly through Europe. Medicine, his attention turned more and more to the study of astrology and the occult. It was during this time that Nostradamus first began to experience his visions of the future. He returned to the south of France and settled here in the small town of Salon, where he remarried and made his permanent home. Seclusion of his study, he began to record his amazing visions. Soon, stories circulated about him, earning him the reputation of being at first an eccentric, and then a mystic.
On one occasion, he was invited to a banquet where his host attempted to trick him. He told Nostradamus they would be eating pig that evening. He said he had a black pig and a white pig, and he invited his guest to predict which of the 2 they would